Update. With Jack Allwood, George Spence, AYUAMIR, and Kate Anison. Today's topic: animals and their uses in the First World War.
You've just had the most important information about horses during World War I. Archaeologists have found some information leading to the behaviour of horses during the First World War. Many horses were distressed, worried and scared. As you can see in this photograph, there are World War I riders on horses going to battle. A film called War Horse was made in 2011 explaining the lives of horses during World War I. Between 1914 and 1919, 484,143 horses from Britain died during the war.
Dogs had a vital part to play in World War I as one of the most useful animals in the trenches and called man's best friend. Dogs were used as messengers and proved to be reliable as soldiers in the dangerous job of running messages. Dogs were the obvious solution to this pressing problem. A trained dog was faster than a human runner, presented less of a target to a sniper and could travel over any terrain. Above all, dogs proved to be extremely reliable if they were well trained. And like I mentioned earlier, they were one of the soldiers' best friends in the trenches, as they were entertaining and could act fast if there was an emergency.
Over to you, George.
Thanks, Jack.
Go.
Pigeons. Just a common annoying pest, or something much more? Pigeons played a vital part in World War I, as they proved valuable as a way to send and receive messages. Pigeons were used extensively, and they saved many lives, as they could travel very long distances in a very short time. Over 100,000 pigeons were used during the war, with a massive success rate of 95%. Pigeons were so important. If you shot, wounded or molested a pigeon, you could have 6 months imprisonment or a £100 fine. An example of when pigeons saved lives was in October 1918, when the war neared its end. 194 American soldiers found themselves trapped by the German ranks. Luckily, they had messenger pigeons in their possession, one of which was called Cherami. The pigeon was sent with a message for help with the American coordinates and reached its destination in just under 25 minutes. Even more extraordinarily, it was shot through the chest and continued to fly to its destination. All of the soldiers were saved. Over to Aya.
Thanks, George.
Breaking news! Military units identified themselves with adopted animal mascots, including goats, dogs and birds. The animals lived in the field alongside the soldiers. Many soldiers had pets near the frontline trenches. Small dogs and cats were most common, and they helped the soldiers normalise from harsh world combat. Enemy pets were sometimes adopted after the battle, renamed and become parts of the soldiers' community. The most famous mascot was a black bear cub named Winnie, which travelled overseas from Canada. The unit decided to place Winnie in the London Zoo rather than subject him to the rigours of the front. He delighted thousands of visitors and later became an inspiration for AA's Mills Winnie the Pooh. No, thank you and good night.
Update over and out.